Land Rover Defender. This is one name which comes to everybody's mind when you talk about off-roading. And if you talk about Land Rover, by default, it means Defender. And I have here the all-new Defender, which is now being launched in India, as you know, but I'm doing this walk around much earlier. And this is the third time I'm going to meet this amazing machine. I was witnessing the launch in 2019 Frankfurt Motor Show, and then I also had a meet with this car in Jaguar Land Rover's R&D center in UK. And this is the third time I'm meeting this amazing machine. So here is the first walk around in India of the all new Land Rover Defender. Welcome to Flywheel. After a continuous run of 67 years of production, when Land Rover was ending its life in 2016, it marked a milestone of 2 million units of Land Rovers over the world. The final production car number plate was S166 HUE, as a reference for the first ever pre-production Land Rover's registration as HUE 166. Maurice Wicks, the chief designer for Rover Company, and his brother Spencer, who was the managing director for Rover, decided to make something which can be more capable and convenient than the Jeep. So the Land Rover was conceptualized. That's how the Land Rover was born. It was in 1940 the first Land Rover was officially launched in Amsterdam Motor Show. It was the same car with the Series 1 HUE 166 number plate. And 1958 was when Series 2 was launched. Series 2 came in two body shape, the wider one and the narrow track. Narrow track was meant to be used for military purpose and transported on the military aircrafts. It was during the 70th year of Land Rover. We had a drive in the land of Land Rover, the Manibanjan, in West Bengal in India. It was an amazing experience. Those who have missed the show, you can check it out on our channel. Land Rover continued its journey, various kinds of upgrade and technical innovations. But again, the core DNA remained the same. Even though the Land Rover series name was changed into Defender in 1983, the wheelbase remained the same with 90, 110 and 127. 90 was a short wheelbase 3-door model, 110 was a regular 5-door model and 127 was a longer commercial vehicle edition. But the Land Rover still remained to its core by developing various body shape according to the requirements. There were vehicles for expedition, healthcare, jungle safaris, and even for extreme off-roading and military purpose. However, when Land Rover ended its production, it was a big setback for the Land Rover lovers. And finally, when Land Rover introduced the DC100 concept, which was supposed to be the success of the old Defender, most of the Defender lovers were disappointed with the softer design. But when 2020 Defender was launched, it was a big relief for most of the Land Rover lovers, including me. Even though it's a new Land Rover, the new design was true to its philosophy of a proper Land Rover, and the Land Rover DNA remains with the new design, so as to look at a proper rugged off-road vehicle. The new Land Rover Defender is new in all means. It's having a new design, it's having a new interior, and even the new powertrain, and the most important, the new four-wheel drive system. Talking about the design, the new Land Rover is built as a monocoque body, unlike the older model, which was on a ladder frame chassis. Even though it has moved from the convention, Land Rover claimed that this new monocoque is stiffer and strong enough to take any obstacle on off-road. There's a new fascia for the Land Rover. Unlike with the older huge grille, it has shifted to a narrow grille with a huge bumper treatment. The new LED headlight with a round daytime running light bring back the memory of the proper Land Rover. The new Land Rover also have a very smoother surface, making it more aerodynamic than earlier. The wheel arches are masculine, but it is smooth enough to give a better airflow. The side profile is upright. It's a tall vehicle with a varied height configuration. If it comes with the air suspension, it is having a height of 1.97 meter. But with the coil spring, it is having a height of 1.96, which will not be coming to India soon. The new Land Rover Defender also comes with two wheelbase. The 90 is a shorter wheelbase and the 110 which is a regular one. The walkaround we are doing is with the 110 model, which is the 5-door version. The side profile is more closer to the older one with a slightly slanting air pillar, a flat roof, a straight cut line rear end. There's a huge greenhouse which remind me of the old Land Rover. For example, the bent roof glass on the C-pillar reminds me of the older Land Rover, which was a key design factor of that. The new Land Rover comes with various lengths according to the wheelbase. The 90 variant comes with 2.58 meter and the total length of 4.58 meter. The longer 110 variant comes with 3.02 meter of wheelbase and a total length of 5.01 meters. The widths remain the same with all the variants, which is 2 meters. There are few significant design elements to the exterior, which we can check out now. So now I stand next to this machine, you will understand how big the new Defender is. But it has reworked from the scratch and it's not the old Defender anymore. But it has got the DNA of a Defender. Now it's been built from scratch. It's no more a ladder frame chassis car. It's a monocoque one. It's a completely rebuilt, but it's a huge machine, but still got that Defender element on this design. When it was first introduced as a concept, I was a bit disappointed. I felt the Defender was died. But now I can see the new Defender as reborn in a new form, but keeping a lot of Defender element to this. For example, one thing which attracted me here in the hood, you can see this aluminum element which was there in the Defender, and it's been incorporated in a very retro form, in a very stylish way. And you can see that in every part of this car, you can see a lot of Defender element on the front, side, rear, and even on the silhouette and the proportion. So that make it a new Defender. Let's check out the exterior design in detail about the new Defender. If you want to fix a snorkel, it can be fixed over here. This is an air vent, which again is an air intake. But if you keep a snorkel over here, it will be placed here and it will be very good for better water wading and to do more off-roading in water. You can see one camera over here in the side view mirror. This is one of the cameras which is used for the 360 camera. And this camera all help for 360 view in this infotainment system. One cool feature which I loved in this one is the camera which is used for off-roading. You can see the underbody. The front camera captures the image for the next 15 feet and replicate onto the system when the car moves. Now you may be seeing a gray portion over there, but once the car moves, it replicates the video from the front according to the speed of the vehicle, and you can see the underbody. It will be very good when you do an off-roading. Another unique element of exterior design in this new Defender is this portion, which is in the C-pillar of this car, which is actually around the C-pillar, is one thing which can be replicated as from the first Defender, but it's on a purpose because when you are opting for an adventure pack, you can fix a ladder or a box over here. So the load on that won't be affecting onto the body or the glass. It will be absorbed over here. So that's the purpose of having this one, but again, it's a design element. Another cool and very practical element on Defender is this rear door. It's having a motor and a hinge which plays together. So once you open the door in this position, it will stand over there. It can be kept here, it can be kept here, but it won't close. You know what? That motor need a pressure to move it. And it's very good when you do off-roading because when the car is stopped on a gradient or a decline, the door won't shut without giving a pressure. It's good as a safety feature and a cool feature. One more element here is this soft closer for the rear door. On the boot, you can see a Defender element again. This finish is cool and it's like any old Defender. And if you want to fold it, so easily we can do it, and you have a good luggage space. And second row also can be folded, which I'll show you later. But the cool element over here is this canvas, which is used as boot tray. So this is boot cover and you can use it very easily, and this one will also be useful when you do off-roading because once you take it off, you just need to fold it like this and you won't eat up any of the space when you do any kind of off-roading, and it's a cool washable material. The new Defender is capable of towing around 3.5 ton and it's very essential for an off-roader. And to do that, it's very easy. You just need to press a button over here. The tow hook will come out electrically. It'll take few seconds only. And once it's there, it's good enough to tow your trailer. And there's a power socket also to connect for the braking of your trailer or whatever things you're going to pull. And to use the blinkers, it's either having another button which is used to blink the lights when you do the towing.
Time to break, door about to shut close. This is fake, I can feel it in my bones. They wanna hate, but I'm about to go for gold. They're being fake, honestly it's getting old. It's time to break, heading down the open road. It's time to make everybody lose control. How the old friends turn into new foes. It doesn't make sense. Now you know everything they say is making me insane. I'm looking straight, walking on the grave. Maybe just a phase, now I'm switching up the lane. But they better make a way, man, I'm bringing in the rain.
One of the key highlight of the Defender interior is the flexibility of this interior. One key element which is flexible is the center console. You can get the car configured with the center console, without this with a walkaway to the rear. And third option is to have a jump seat. You remember when we were kids, we were used to travel in Padminis and Ambassadors sitting 3% in the front. So that can be brought back here with this jump seat. It's a cool, right? The new Defender also comes with an entirely new interior. It's more plushier and modern than the older one, but still remain close to its utility aspects. It's a very different design from any of the Land Rover which is there in the market right now. The dashboard remains of the old Land Rover Defender, not by its looks, but with its functionality. It's a very sturdy interior in the new Defender. There are a lot of elements which we are not seen in any of the production vehicles in the market. To look more rugged and beefy, all the screws and nuts are exposed. Even though the steering wheel remains of the old Defender, it is more practical with all the multi-functions and it is leather wrapped. There are mainly two screens in the interior. One is the infotainment system placed in the center of the dashboard and the other one is the virtual cockpit. It's a very flexible infotainment system and is the latest one offered in any Jaguar Land Rover vehicles. It's also very convenient to use it, and Land Rover claim to operate any system you need to do only 2 touches in this infotainment system. It can also be configured according to our usage and is also having a great graphic quality. You can also control the terrain control system of off-roading through this system. The variant which is coming to India is having an interior with a mix of fabric and leather upholstery, which is practical and good for utility. It comes with a different seat configuration, and for the first time in your new generation cars, there's an option to have a jump seat in the front. The 110 series which we are reviewing right now come with a 7-seat configuration as standard and an option of 8 with the jump seat. All the seats are very plushy and very roomy. It is filled with numerous charging point and USB portal like a moving power bank. There is a lot of practical element to this new Defender, which I think will be better to experience when we do a review very soon. The new Land Rover comes with various engine options, including petrol, diesel and petrol plug-in hybrids. What we are getting in India right now will be a 2-liter powertrain with an output of 300 PS and 400 Nm of torque, which will be mated to an 8-speed gearbox, which is the Land Rover's latest terrain control system. This powertrain will be good enough to capture a speed of 0 to 100 in 8 seconds. But what really matters with the new Land Rover Defender will be its off-roading capability, which I can make my opinion only after having a proper off-roading drive, which I am trying to bring it at the earliest. So the new Defender will be coming in 2 wheelbase. One is the 90 short wheelbase and the 110 is the present one here. The 90 will be priced around 93.98 lakhs and this one will be priced around 79.94 lakhs. And you know, this is a good pricing because in India, an off-roader means statement and presence, and the brand. It's a big brand which we know, and you know 90% of the customers who are owning these type of brands never take the car to off-road. So this Defender has improved a lot in on-road performance, which is a big thing for a car like this. So in that respect, I think it's an amazing buy. And until we drive this, I can't give you a right review report, but I'm itching to drive it like you guys want to see the review. So we'll have to wait till that. But just let me know, what are the features which you loved in this new Defender? Are you in love with the new one or the old one? And which is your pick when you are in the budget of buying such a vehicle in this segment? Until we meet next, stay safe and be happy.
When the sun rises, when the sun